Off the video, I'll be doing my oil change to my truck. We did have some snow over here in Denver on Thursday. Really got mud all over my truck and everything. See if I can give you guys an intro of everything that's been going on. So let's get started. So I'm Daniel. This is my Chevy Silverado 1999 two-wheel drive V8, the 4.8. I bought this truck when I was 16. Started fixing it up little by little, of course. So this channel is basically me fixing my trucks up and anything that comes between, you know. This build is 2014 Chevy Silverado right behind you guys. I'll show you here in a little bit. What it really has is just a leveling kit with 20 by 12s with some mud tires and color matched all around. So pretty simple, but pretty good truck to get me around now. Having to use this one anymore because I was using the back truck as a daily, but got this 14 and been much better because riding that one every day really does suck. I took the front end suspension to the shop just because I didn't want to be dealing with suspension problems up in the front. And so weird thing is, I went to a shop local here. This is when I first kind of bought it, and I didn't really know much about fixing. I did do a lot of the outside work and the back and everything, but I got the large underbend notch done along with the front suspension, and I thought it rode really smooth at first and everything else, but I didn't really think much about it. It rode nice, I got it aligned and everything was good. Just that everybody keeps on asking me about how did you drop it from the front. What I ended up doing was the front spindle, and then I'm pretty sure they cut my springs. It wasn't really bumpy at all, and then with time, I've had this truck for a little over about 3 or 4 years. Don't really know on top of my head. Don't really keep count. I wish I would have known more and I would have paid more to get it done, because I did pay, at the time was $1,300 to do the underbend notch and do the front suspension. Totally them. Was satisfied at the time. Like I said, I didn't know really much about how it's supposed to feel or how it's supposed to look or anything, so I went to go get it done. Everything was happy that it was lowered at least, because the back, I had the back dropped, which I will put a picture up here or a video of me with my truck like that, and saved up a little bit of money. And I didn't want to mess up the front suspension because I've heard that parts falling off or whatever, and having troubles with alignment issues and all that, and didn't really. I bought a 4.6 drop kit from DGM at first, but I ended up selling because I didn't really want to be messing with the front suspension. So I just took it to the shop. Thought that was the best route for them to do it professionally. And looking more into my suspension when I do my brakes and stuff like that, change my wheels, look at it here and there, and I thought at first I had a 4-inch spindle with some springs or something, but I mean, it was a pretty legit shop. But the mechanic, I kind of believed them, but now looking at it, it's like a 2-inch spindle, cut springs and everything. So I mean, I really don't have much complaints about it. It rides smooth from the front end and it drives straight, and I can get it aligned and everything. So did pay a little bit too much. I wish I would have gone a step notch in the back, because I would go lower, and do plan on going lower, swing on that step notch and going 26s 24s in the back and slamming it a little bit more if I can be tucking more rim. I do have fender flares on it, front and the back. Afraid that everybody does know and kind of say that my bed's broken, that's why my fender flares are on it, and yes, they're correct. At one point I did put 24 snowflakes on the back end, and it did tuck them and everything. It looked really nice. I took it to the round block, and as soon as I did that and I turned, my bed kind of flexed and came down onto my rim, and it broke. It chipped off kind of where the wheel goes, and I kind of fucked it up. And like I said, this was my third bed already, and for this bed I did pay $1,000 for my step side, which was a while back, but it was a pretty good deal because I said, well, I don't have to paint it, it's black, so I just kept it that way, and I didn't want to spend more money to it. And the cheap opportunity was that I can get fender flares, and they blend in pretty nice. I actually do really like them now. It gives a little bit of a wider look to it. People don't really mind it anymore either. At first it would be, oh, it has fender flares, it kind of looks ghetto or whatever, like a work truck, and I like it now. I do have the Denali back bumper. It's from a Yukon. I had to adjust the brackets from the back in order to fit. Right now I do have the little flaps where the tow hitch goes on the bottom on the Denalis, but I just have it hanging, and I am starting to get frustrated, which I did get to see a video on YouTube of this guy. He ended up cutting the whole bottom part, and just looks really nice and really sleek. I do plan on doing it pretty soon, just because my bumper does come off occasionally when I go on the street or whatever, or come out of driveways and all that. My bumper does flex and it comes out and it drags, and which if I were to cut it, you wouldn't be able to see it anymore, or if you would, I would just go get another one and put that on and adjust it and make it all look all nice. It does have the complete front end, HD front end to it. What everybody keeps on asking me about my grill, that they can't get it to be the same. As far as I know, they're all the same, just that I painted in the middle, the mesh of it, silver, and then kind of brings out the grill more, because when I had it all plain black, it just looked too plain. I painted it silver and it looked really nice, and it popped the front end out a lot, and it fits the truck really nice. And then below that I have the C71 A-Lens for Tahoe, which looks way better, on my opinion, looks way better on these trucks, and with the HD front end really brings it together. The interiors goes, it's all stock. I do have the 2016 center console, which is pretty cool. I didn't have a center console before. It was just a 3-seater straight. The center seat wouldn't come down or anything, so put that in and fits it all nice together. Don't have any complaints. Have more cup holders and everything, so that's pretty cool. Let's go to the back suspension. The way I have it, I have a 10-inch drop in the back, which I do have shackles, which I believe it's the 2-inch. And then I have a 2-inch block on the back, and then I have the flip kit, which is the 10-inch drop in the back. So that's pretty much what I have right now. Like I said, it's enough to ride smooth on the road, but as bumps come, it is kind of rough in between with the large underbit notch I have in the back. It does clear down the road, but of course here and there it's kind of a rough ride from the back, which that's why I want the step notch, for I won't have that roughness anymore, and I can go lower with the 24s, 26s. And I do want to shave in the middle of the rims if I get bigger rims, just because it's too wide for my step side already. These 22s fit perfectly in there. That's why I haven't really changed the look of it, of the wheels anymore, just because I don't want to really mess with the fitment right now, just because the bed, I don't want it to break or anything, so I just keep it as is and don't really mess with it anymore until I get that step notch and get other rims, and I have to shave it in from the inside of the rim in order for it can fit nice and tucked in, and they won't be scratching the rim, and I won't be hurting the bed as well. But if you guys have any ideas of how I can do that, or anybody else does that too, that they had the problem with it and they did it differently than what I'm guessing how to do it, please let me know. I've always been wondering how to make it lower without messing up my bed more than what it is. It does have the posi differential, the G80 lock. I think it's the gear ratio. It does have the 4L60 transmission with the 4.8 V8 engine, which I like it. It gives enough power and everything, and just the intake. People really ask me if my muffler as well, see if I have a cam on it or anything. The video that I showed about my truck with the muffler, it was a cold start, and it was pretty cold outside too, so it kind of sounds cammed here and there, but it's just a cold start with the straight pipe. I still have the cats and then straight pipe from that point on. And what I think is pretty cool about my muffler, that it goes in between the bed and then top of the frame, so it's like a bend, so it goes up in between those two things and it comes right back down to the outside right here. And then I have a little connection to where I put it into. If you guys want to know as well, if you guys are in the Denver location where I got my exhaust done, I also got it done for my lady's SRT. Pretty cool. Hers sounds way better with the custom exhaust, and so does this one, and I got the 14 done as well. Same way as I have this one, but for some reason this one sounds way louder than this one, so I think it's the V8 to V4 situation, to where that's what kind of fucks it up. Doesn't sound as loud as this one, but it's still pretty cool. Better than it is stock of any of my cars. I do recommend that shop. Just let me know and I'll let you guys know where it's at and its name and possibly number if I can bring it out on my phone again. The front end and most of the truck is vinyl wrapped. It isn't painted, so that's something that people don't see in the pictures and the videos. But the hood and the roof and the whole front end, it's wrapped, and the back bumper and the wing. But what's the bed, the doors, basically it's painted. So, but the wrap does blend in really nice. People often thought that it was paint, which I was really content with the wrap and everything. So I did do some of the wrap, but on the flat surfaces as the hood and the roof, I couldn't get it to where it looked flat, nice, and it wrapped around everything smoothly. So I did take it to the wrap shop to get that done. But the front end, I did it myself. I redid it because I did take it to the shop, didn't really like it, redid it myself. Which was funny because I took it to AZ Truck Fest, and the day before it, I was outside in the hotel rewrapping the whole front end, which I did make the deadline and everything, went to the show with it all nice and wrapped and everything. I wrapped it better than the shop. Still don't feel confident doing the hood and the roof, so kept it the same. Hopefully I can start doing more videos for you guys. Going to meets, I do go to meets often. If you guys see me, say what's up.